What's up, everybody? Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review today. From Neca Toys, we are looking at the 35th anniversary Back to the Future Ultimate Marty McFly. Can't believe how early I actually found this guy. Was randomly in Walmart doing a little grocery shopping. Thought I'd pop by the Neca section, and then boom, one Marty McFly on the shelf. I wasn't really planning on picking up this figure, but it just seemed a little too good. Little bit of destiny there. Action figure destiny. So I decided to take this home with me. I'm not the biggest Back to the Future fan, but I definitely have seen the movies and I do enjoy them. But anyways, let's take a look at the package here. Of course, it's in the Ultimate box, so you open it up just like this to reveal the figure and all of the accessories and a promotional picture of the actual figure itself. On the side here, it just says Back to the Future with the DeLorean Ultimate Marty McFly. On the back, here is a bio if you want to pause it and read it. And then we have some promo pictures of the figure itself and what it includes. So you get a skateboard, a guitar, the camcorder, backpack, an interchangeable head, and some hands. And then here's the rest of the figures in the wave. On this side, more of the same thing. On the bottom, the people responsible for the figure. On the top, more of the same. So let's go ahead. We're going to crack this guy open. We'll take a look at the accessories and then the figure itself. First up, we get a couple of insanely veiny gripping hands. One is more of like an open, relaxed kind of grip. And the other one, I believe, is like the guitar playing fretboard hand. Man, these are like some Michael Myers hands for Marty. These veins are like super deep sculpt, but they both look really nice. And then we also get a guitar pick holding hand with guitar pick sculpted in there. It has some nice little silver details on it. The paint bled a little bit onto the thumb there, but that's okay. I think the effect still works there. Then we also have a backpack, which has some really nice paint work. It has a wonderful black wash over the backpack there to give it some nice dimension there. The red and the brown is also a really nice touch. Looks very accurate to the movie there. And of course he can grip it by the strap up here. Then we also get this awesome camcorder, which looks great and I'm sure is going to work wonders for other figures as well. I always love just getting random accessories like this with figures because it can work not only for Marty but for other figures in a similar scale. And it has some really nice sculpt work to it. Looks very accurate, very awesome. Some nice little red paint there on the back side. Looking good. Then we also get his little baby guitar that he plays in the movie, which, yes, this is the correct scale. It is supposed to be pretty small compared to the actual figure itself. And it looks great. The individual string sculpt looks really nice. I love the shiny silver paint that they used. Shows up really well. Looks like a real little guitar there. Some really nice, wonderful details. And of course he has the strap there so you can have it strapped around the figure. Then you also get a head with the sunglasses on, and that looks pretty damn awesome. The sculpt is a little soft, but I think it still gets the Michael J. Fox look across. Although just taking a look at his face, it is incredibly smooth. There's not a whole lot of detailing to it, but I still think it looks good. The hair is sculpted and painted really well, and the face, while not 100% accurate, I think you can still obviously tell it's Marty McFly. And last but certainly not least, we get his skateboard, which looks awesome, has some really nice details on it. I was looking over pictures before the review, and this looks pretty damn accurate to how it looks in the movie. And of course, the wheels also spin. Woo! Knew that was coming. So yeah, Marty comes with quite a few fun accessories. They all feature really nice sculpt work and really nice detailing. The hands are definitely a little veiny, but they're so small. When are you ever really going to notice that unless you are looking super up close like I am for this review? So with all that being said, I think the accessories are awesome. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Marty. All right, and here is the Ultimate Marty McFly out of the packaging. I think overall it is a pretty strong figure, especially from the neck down. I think where the water gets a little muddy is definitely that head sculpt, and I know a lot of people have expressed concern about it. However, I still think that despite the soft looking features of the Michael J. Fox head, I think you can still tell it's him, and I think you can still tell that this is obviously Marty McFly. From the neck down though, the figure is absolutely amazing. It's riddled with awesome sculpt work, great details, wonderful paint application, especially on the jeans. I think those just look absolutely fantastic. And all of the layered details of the different shirts and of course the vest are just absolutely awesome. So let's go ahead, we're going to take this guy off the stand and get a closer look. Alright, so taking a look up close and personal here, you can see that yeah, the face sculpt, not the greatest. It's really soft, doesn't really have a lot of detail to it. I think from certain angles it does really look like Michael J. Fox, but then other ones it's just kind of like, who sculpted this face? But I think overall it could be a lot worse, but it definitely could be better. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle. But still, like I said, you can definitely tell this is Michael J. Fox. You could definitely tell this is Marty McFly. And I think anyone who tells you otherwise is just a little crazy. Of course, moving down here, taking a look at the vest, you can see it has wonderful details on it. It has a nice black wash to it, so it brings out all of the cracks and crevices of the vest. There's even little bits of gold paint for the buttons. And you can see that it does open up to a certain extent, and you can see the jean jacket underneath. Even so far as there's like a little pin there with a guitar. And then open it up even further, you can see his suspenders and everything underneath there. And that's just really awesome detail that you really don't get from a whole lot of companies outside of Neca. And it just looks great. The sculpted arms here also look really nice. I know some people don't like this double jointed elbow system. I don't personally mind it, but just look at all the sculpted details, the ruffles, the rolled up sleeve right there with the decals that are underneath it, Marty's watch on his wrist. Really, really great stuff here in terms of the outfit. And then again, taking a look at the jeans here, love the sculpted ripples in them. Love how they did like the wash over the jeans to really make them look like they are jeans. I think Neca absolutely killed it in that department. And then taking a look at his shoes here, you could definitely tell that the same level of care was put into them. You can see his socks going into his pants, and these shoes just look absolutely awesome. Not sure what brand they are in the movie. I didn't look too closely, but if I had to guess, I'd say that these are probably Reeboks, probably. Maybe Adidas, but these look great. They have a nice gray wash on them, so they look dirty, they look used, they look worn, like they're actually on a real person. So detail-wise, outside of the face sculpt, I think Marty looks awesome. Now let's take a look at how he moves. Okay, for the head, Marty can look up just a little bit. The collar definitely gets in the way. You can look down just a bit as well. Of course, his head rotates from side to side. You can get the Exorcist in there, of course, and he has tons of attitude, which I think is definitely necessary for Marty McFly. His shoulders move out this far. Of course, you can get that great rotation right there. The double jointed elbow gives you more than 90 degrees, and that really works out well there, although it does look a little awkward. Swivel at the top of the joint, and then swivel at the forearm as well. The hand also rotates around and has a horizontal hinge. For Marty's ab crunch, you pretty much get absolutely nothing. This is all one sculpted piece right here. It does feel like there's a joint in there, but it definitely doesn't want to stay or do much. That's pretty much what you're looking at there, which is how the figure is. And of course, there's no twist either for Marty. He can kick out really far though, with the soft plastic piece of the crotch. It doesn't get in the way of the articulation at all. Marty can do the splits. He can kick back about that far. He's got a single jointed knee that swivels, and the joint is hidden there. I always love when Neca does that. Then his feet can move down really far. Can't really go up, but of course you do get ankle pivot. So really, Marty is pretty standard fare when it comes to most Neca releases. It is a little bit of a bummer that this is all one sculpted piece, and he literally has zero ab crunch, nor can he twist at the waist, which I think would have definitely helped out with maybe some skateboarding poses. But other than that, it's about what you would expect from a NECA figure. So now that we've taken a look at the details, the articulation, you know what it's time for. Let's do some comparisons. Let's start out here with the Halloween 2 Michael Myers and Sam from Trick or Treat. Then we have a Foot Soldier and Casey Jones. Then we've got Leonardo and Donatello. And finally, we have the NECA Planet of the Apes Caesar and the Black Series Hondo Onaka.
Marty, my boy, how much for the flux capacitor?
So overall, for the most part, I think NECA has done it again. From the neck down, this figure's details are absolutely insane. Borderline masterpiece in terms of paint quality. The articulation does, for the most part, what you need it to do for Marty McFly. All of his accessories are just a nice cherry on top. Love all the fun that I'm gonna have with the video camera, the skateboard. I'm really happy to have Marty as part of my collection, even though I am not the biggest fan of Back to the Future. I don't think I'm gonna go much deeper into the line though. Probably just get a Doc Brown and call it a day, but I just had to grab this one Ultimate Marty McFly. So what did you guys think of the figure? Are you going to pick it up or are you going to pass? Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about action figures here on the channel. Of course, I'm Nate. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.